Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery. Sorry, I'm eating a piece of chocolate. Trying to get some energy to do my project tonight. Tonight we're going to use one of these Dollar Tree pumpkins and we're going to make a gnome. This is also from, it's a 99-cent paper mache ball from Hobby Lobby. We're going to use that as well. Part of my head's cut off, but that's okay. Hey, Linda Lampkin, how are you doing? I'm still eating my piece of candy, so y'all forgive me for a minute. I just tried to eat real quick. I shoved some food in my mouth. Hey, Yvonne, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. I love these 100-gram bars. They're so good. Hey, Maria, it's good to see you. Hey, Miss Doris. Thank you for coming on. Sorry I'm eating my candy real quick. Hey, Sheila. I always have to have some kind of little sweet after I eat something. Hey, Miss Jerry. I had a good chicken parmesan this afternoon. I know chocolate's the best, right? So good to see you, Miss Jerry. Thank you for coming on. All right, we've got some of these. Hey, Miss Pat Tonner. Number 2. All right, now I finished it. So, hey, Wendy. So I'm rushing home, and the traffic was terrible. Hey, Miss Jenny. Hey, Miss Terry. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming on here. I just took the sticker off of this. This is just one of them. It looks like part of it has come apart. It is plastic on the inside. Hey, Miss Dawn. Relax. I know, right? Hey, Michelle Varela. It's good to see you. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Jerry. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. I appreciate that. So I know that everybody's probably gotten one of these from the Dollar Tree, okay? And you can make one of these. Get you one of these from either the Christmas section where it's an ornament, or you can get it just, hey, Miss Janet. Hey, Hannah. Hey. From Hobby Lobby, okay, in the paper mache section. And I got this a long time ago, so I'm going to use it just like that. Hey, Miss Rose, it's good to see you. So what I did was I cut out the center here because I wanted something for this to sit on so it wouldn't fall through or anything. And it would sit a lot better. And I took the top off of the pumpkin because we're not going to be using that. So I also did 2 little holes right here. And this is where the gnome's feet are going to go. Hey, Linda. I was going to use the little shoes that I got from Hobby Lobby in the doll section, but I decided to use that for a different project, and I went outside and I made little shoes. These are the legs for the gnome, okay? So this is what I'm going to use for the legs and the feet instead of using the actual little tennis shoes that are for dolls. Hey, Miss Virginia, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. So we will paint these and do something in a little bit. We're also going to put fabric over this. And what I decided to use was just a black sock from the Dollar Tree. This is one of those that's real fluffy, and I had it in black. We don't necessarily have to use this one. I use these for a lot of gnomes because they're a lot easier to work with. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Miss Pat, number 1. How are you doing, girl? It's good to see you. Hey, Kristen. Did you have a good day at school? So I got 2 of these, okay, because one of them we're going to have to use. Hey, Miss Laurel and Jason. How are you doing? Hey, Miss Linda Shearer. It's good to see you. Hey, Marilyn. So I've got some fuzz on it. I also cut out some of this orange, so for the beard And I don't know if y'all want this one instead. This is kind of got black and beige or brown in it. And then this one's just the orange. Hey, Miss Carrie, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. I did have a fairly good day, but it was just busy. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. That's good. All right. So once you get all your stuff, and these came from Dollar Tree as well. The arms came from Dollar Tree, which these are those little hair things. So I got 2 of those out of my stash. I bought some of them a long time ago. These are 3/8 inch dowels that came from Lowe's, but you can get these, I believe, at Hobby Lobby or at Dollar Tree as well. Thank you for sprinkling the page. Hey, Miss Kathy Fuller, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. So these are the little feet. We'll do that in just a little bit. And then we've got the inside of our pumpkin here. I've got some rocks, which this is pea gravel. Hey, Lori Fry, thank you for coming on. To fill it up with a little bit, because when you put these feet in there, hey Sue Tess, it's good to see you, then you don't want it to move around too much, so you keep forgetting to get the rollers. Hey Miss Linda Tanner. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do, and I've also got a half circle, I forgot that, for the nose, okay? Do y'all want me to use this for the beard? Because we've got the pumpkin, but it won't be seen very much. Or we can use the brown, and it's bigger also. It's good to see y'all. Thank you. All right, so I want to paint this. And I don't know really if I want to do it orange like the pumpkin or do it skin color. Probably the skin color. I'm going to cover up where it's kind of the paper's coming off of the paper mache. And we'll use the top portion of it instead. Hey, Karen, you said brown. Yeah, use the brown. I think so, too, because it's too much orange otherwise. Now, you could paint this if you want it to be cream color, and then you could use the orange, or if you want any other color of pumpkin instead of this, then we'll use the brown. And skin color, Miss Pat says. Okay, but I think I'm just going to leave this color, okay, because I'm tired tonight, and I really don't want to paint. Hey, Miss Madeline. Thank you for coming on. Hey, Diana Starkey. So we're just going to leave it this way. I may just get a little bit of paint and go in between the grooves so it looks more like a pumpkin. But we're going to keep this pretty much this color. And we will color this the peachy color flesh tone. Let me find it, though. Let's see here. I got all my colors. I've got pink. Everything but what I need. I got everything together. Hey, Miss Barb, but I did not get the paints together. I wasn't even thinking about that, unfortunately. But I do have a big bunch right here, and they're in here. I just got to find what I did with it. Okay, here's the peach. And then we want kind of a darker, this right here is terracotta. I'm going to try to use that, but we're probably going to have to use a darker brown, which this is the burnt umber. And that's probably what I'm going to use. So let me put this back up here. And because we won't be able to see it otherwise. Hey, Beverly Faulkner. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you watching me. But I am Hummingbird Paintery, so I definitely want to do a little bit of painting. I just don't want to have to paint over that orange. We'll just leave it that way. And people that don't paint very much, thank you, Karen. I appreciate those stars. They may want to paint it, but it's okay otherwise. Hey, Miss Tammy, let me see here. I should have shaken it up a little bit because it's kind of got 2 different colors there. And then we want to get this. Hey, Teresa Hughes, thank you for coming on and watching me. This was a long day for me. I'm going to get a bunch of this, and we're going to put some white with it because it does cover better if it's white. There's a little booger in here that's trying to cover up the hole, I think. Let's see. Let me just undo it here. Hey, Miss Patty. How are you doing? All right. So we get a generous amount because we've got that ball to do. And then I'm going to take the white that I have. And this is really thin. I don't know if it's normally like that for folk art. I like the Delta Dream Coat. I think that's what it's called, Dream Coat. The Delta paint, anyway. I like it better. It's a little bit thicker. And this right here is very thin. But I'm going to be putting it with this other anyway, so it's okay. We will just do this. And we're going to cover up the arms so we don't have to worry about painting these or gluing anything. We're just going to put it over it with that black. So we'll be okay. And you can use whatever color that you want. You can, hey Diane Owens, thank you for coming on. What was I doing? Trying to get my paintbrush is what I'm trying to do. All right, let's see. So we're going to take our paintbrush and I'm going to mix all of this color first. We're going to go ahead and do this, the color of the skin. That way we'll have that drying while we do the pumpkin. Okay. So let me get it all mixed with the white, and it makes just a lighter color, and that's what I want. That's what I'm going for. We don't want it to be really dark. And I'm going to hold it kind of, where is that spot? This is the spot. So I want that on the bottom anyway. And we're just going to paint it like this. Hey Danielle Lowe from Knoxville. Better late than never. I just started. I got here late myself. Hey, Miss Vicky Snyder. All right, so we're going to do the best we can. You don't have to do this very bottom part because it's going to be sitting on top of here anyway. And then, of course, we're going to really cover it with the black sock. So I don't even know why I'm painting it, but just in case you were to see some through there, then I'm just going to go ahead and paint it this color. So it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to be seeing that much of it because it's going to be covered up like a hat. If you have material, you can make your own little hat. And I do have some material, but I don't know where it's at. I've got some orange. I didn't think about that, but then you might not be able to see it. I don't know. I'll look at it. And we'll decide what we want to do, if we want the orange or if we want to just do the sock. The sock is the easiest because it just slips on there. But the other one we could do something with. Let me see if I can get this all the way done. All right, so I'm going to set it aside. Let me see if it'll go right here without going in my cup. Ooh, is it going to fit? Okay, it fit. Hopefully it won't slide all the way down my cup. Is that a paper mache ball? Yes, it is, Danielle. It's a paper mache ball from Hobby Lobby. And I tell you what, when Christmas, if it's not on sale right now, wait until it goes on Christmas. I mean on Christmas, on 50% off. And you can get paper mache balls that have a little holder on it, and you can use that instead. And it's probably a lot cheaper. I mean, this one wasn't very much. It may have been $1.99. So it's on sale sometimes for 30% off. Hey, Diane Cole, how are you doing? It's good to see you. All right, so we're going to take a bigger brush, and we're going to try this terracotta color, but I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to see it very well, and it doesn't look like it. See that? Sort of. But I think what I'm going to do is we'll go ahead and put this terracotta color in here, and then we're going to use the dark brown to go kind of on, and I've got paint on my hands. But it looks kind of not good with this color. See that? I don't know. I think I'm going to try the darker brown, and we're just going to see if that does. Let's see what it looks like. See, it kind of looks better. You can see the ribs better. You don't have to do this. You could just leave it the way it is. But I'm going to see if I can do it a little bit just to show it. Show the ribs a little bit instead of just having a plain pumpkin. Now watch, I probably will say, oh my goodness, I really want, hey there, Lee, how are you doing? How's your day? So I probably want to paint the whole pumpkin. I don't know about y'all, but that's probably what I'm headed for. I think that I don't want to do it, and then I do it anyway. I'll put some water on here so it's smooth with the paint. He's going to look cute, though, when we get done. But see, you can see it a whole lot better, right? Everybody's saying hey to Lee. All right. So we're just taking a little bit and going in between each of these little humps or ribs. And making it more defined. Seems like there's more of them on this side than there are on the other side. Have y'all noticed that? Hey, Karen DePaula, how are you? Are you having a good day today? Or a good evening? Let's see here. Yeah, I might have to paint it after all. It'll bother me if I don't. We'll see. Let's do all the ribs, and then we'll do something in between. Might do it the terracotta color instead of this one. But we'll see. The brown gives it dimension. It sure does. I like to do that on the pumpkins. On anything I paint, I try to give it some dimension. I'm trying not to make it too big, but there's a lot of them on this side. Look at that. How wide here, and then it's like a lot of them. So, I don't know. It's just the way these pumpkins are, I guess, at Dollar Tree, huh? All right. So we're almost to the end. We got two more. And I'm trying to get it up underneath there because it's going to be kind of sitting. The gnome is going to be sitting. And I didn't measure anything. All right, this side is a little bit thicker, so let me see if I can get some of this terracotta, and we're just going to go in between. That just doesn't look as good. Ooh, let's see another orange. I don't like that orange. Let's see. Let's just get regular orange and see what it does. Real ones are like that too? Yeah, they are, I guess. I didn't really think about it. Watch, this one won't have any in it because that's what I want. And this one's Craft Smart. It's orange, just dark orange. Yeah, this one doesn't have any left. Real ones? Okay. Alright, so we're just going to use this one. Let's see if I... Yep, it's got the hole plugged up. Woo, lordy. Okay. This is more like this color anyway. So let's just see. I don't like the terracotta, so we're just going to see if this will look okay. We're just going to kind of go over the whole thing a little bit because I can't stand it. I guess I got to do it. Got to paint somehow. But these are, well, it's a little bit lighter. It's not as pumpkin-y, I guess. So, it's okay. We just want a little bit of the ribs to show anyway. Hey, Ellen. How are you doing? Thank you for coming on. Some of these are wider, so I'm having to do it sideways here. Some of these pumpkins are a little bit better than others. Have y'all noticed that? See how you can see the where it's cut in the center? You can tell that on some of them, and some of them you can't as much. But this one is, you can notice it. You notice it a lot more. And I kind of want to go over it with even the ribbing. I kind of want to go over it with the orange as well. So it kind of mutes it a little bit. You just want a little bit. I don't want too much. So let's just see. we're almost done this part. All right, part of this is going to be covered up because it's going to have the top of the gnome on there. All right, let me get this out of my way before I start putting stuff on my shirt. All right, so that's our pumpkin. Okay, it looks more like a pumpkin now. And I'm just going to let it sit over here and dry while we paint. We've already got this part. Let me see. Now it's stuck in the cup, y'all. All right, let's see. It looks awesome to you. Well, I hope so. It looks okay to me too. So we're good. Let me get the water out of my brush here. Let me get this over here to the side. I don't want it to get me. All right, let me dry this just a little bit. And I need to also do the nose. You're not going to really be able to see very much of this, so it's okay. I'm just going to kind of swirl it around a little bit. But it's the color, the peachy color of skin. So I'm just going to set it right there. And then, do we want black feet? Scrub something. Helen. Hey, Helen. Miss Hatfield. How are you doing? So, we could paint these black for the feet, or we can do it brown because I have brown sitting here. Maybe I'll do brown. We're just going to do brown to match his beard. So that's what I think I'll do. And we may opt to do the orange material with the pumpkins on there. We want to make sure that we paint the leg too a little bit because it may be showing through. So I'm going to kind of paint that a little bit right there at the bottom. All right, let me dry this just because. So his little shoe looks cute and brown. Looks like it's not painted right there, but it is. Miss Patty says black or brown. Let me do a little bit more on the top. Didn't paint like the rest. Didn't do on the back either. I guess it's the type of wood. It is a piece of pine, so I don't know why. We want it to look cute. Hey Debbie Dole, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you watching me. I'm painting the little shoes of the gnome. And then we're going to do the other one. Since I've got this brown here, we're just going to use it. No sense in wasting paint. Did everybody have a good day today? Did you do anything fun? Hey, Miss Virginia. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. All right, let me dry this. And I'm going to paint the legs just a little bit at the bottom. You're not going to be able to see part of this. This is going to be inside the pumpkin. Make sure the bottom's good and dry because that's what you're really going to see more than anything. And then we want to get this off of here. We're going to paint part of the leg just in case it were to be seen just a little bit. We're going to paint it just like this. Let me make sure I got enough water out of here. All right. So we're going to get kind of close to the brown. It's okay if a little bit of it shows right there. It'll just look like part of the shoe. So we're just going to do it like this, just in case you were to see it. So I'm just doing it a little bit up the leg, just like that. So part of it from here down is painted, even though it's hard to tell the difference. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Working on something pumpkin. I didn't see everything. And I don't know what Michelle is saying yes over. So we're just going to get down close to it. So it doesn't matter. And then just going up a little bit right here. Brave painting in scrubs. I know. I really am brave. Workout at the Y, and the first one since you had the biopsy, it felt good to be working out again. Well, I'm glad that you were able to do that and feel better. For sure. Let me make sure this dries because we're going to put the fabric on top of it, okay? Do the same thing to this one. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate those hearts. I'm going to dry this pretty good. Just in case the material gets on there. Hey, Miss Norma. It's good to see you. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. Thank you, thank you. All right, let me paint the nose. And what I tend to do is just set it on here. And just do it like this. It's just easier. You could do it with a brush, but I'm doing it with my finger. And then we'll just set it over to the side. Once we get all the sides done here, then I'm going to just roll it in the middle here. And then we're going to set it aside so it can dry. Well, I'm going to do it a little bit more because I turned it over the wrong way. All right, so that should be good enough. And I may have to dry it. Hey, Maureen, thank you for coming on and watching me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, so let me move this out of the way. Let me dry that. I'm afraid I'm going to touch it. And that's the nose. Hey, Catherine Hodges, thank you for coming on. All right, so do you think the black or do you think this? The material has pumpkins all over it. It's the same thing that I used for that little witch that I did. This one right here. This is the material right there. Hey, Janice Olam. So I don't know, what do y'all think? Do y'all think this or do this the easy way? Glad to see you. I'm glad to see you too, Miss Catherine. So nobody really says it's easier to do this. She's cute. Yeah, my little witch. Well, we could do this for the hat, and we could do this for the legs and arms. We could do that. I don't know. Let's just see. Let me get my material cut here. You like the orange, Miss Dreama? The orange one, Miss Maureen says. Okay, let's see what we can do, okay? We've got this. Let me see if my pumpkin's dry. Let me dry it just a little tad here, where I see a little bit of shiny. We have to do it really fast because we don't want to melt it. But I want it to be dry. Do it the easy way, Miss Ellen said. Oh, somebody got a chemo shot. Thank you for the hearts. I know the easy way is easier. Everybody says, Miss Norma says orange. Okay. All right. So it's pretty dry. There's probably a couple spots on it. What I was wanting to do was take this and just lean it in here, okay? And this way you're really only using this much. You're not going to be able to see this. We'll end up having to put some little balls on the end of it. I forgot to do that. I forgot to get them out of the drawer over there. But this was my idea, was to do it this way. And I was going to like pinch this in a little bit. I'm going to use a cutter and just do it a little bit, just like just a V, just enough. There we go. And do the same thing over here. Just a V, enough to put the arm in. And then just push that on in there. That way it doesn't mess with the head. It can still sit on there. Hey, Alice. So let's see. I want to make sure the arms are basically the same. And they are. See how they're sitting out there like that? But it's going to have fabric on it. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down with some glue. And it will melt it some. But that's okay. And then I'm just going to slip some over it. We just want it to sit there a little bit. Hey there, Miss Ray. Miss Ray of Sunshine. How are you? Woo, that's hot. That one melted more than the other side, but it did go in there better. See how that went in a little bit better than this side? It's because I made it a little bit bigger, I think. But that's all right. We can do whatever since it's our pumpkin, right? So what we're going to do is just take a piece of material, and since I already have this, I know it's not cut exactly the same. I don't sew, y'all. I will hand sew a little bit, but I don't really sew. We're just going to take about 2.5 or so inches here and just cutting it like this. I will make it a straight line right here instead of having all this crooked. So that's what our piece is going to be. And then we're just going to take another one. Hey, Miss Martha. Thank you for coming on. We're going to take it again and put it right here as long as we've got enough material. And it's pretty good. Let's see. I want it to have a little extra because, hey, Miss Elizabeth, thank you for coming on. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. We'll make them even once we cut the same length or width on here. We want it enough so we can roll it over and use the glue. All right, and then we're gonna do the feet. So we're gonna stick this in here kind of like this, but when you get the material on there, then it'll be able to stay in the hole. I made the holes kind of too big. And we want to make sure our feet are correct. So you want them just like this, okay? You don't want one over here and one over here because it looks funny. So we're going to do it just like this. And we're going to do the same thing, only I'm going to have to get a different area of the cloth here to kind of make it long enough to go on this whole thing, even though we're not going to use it all. So we're going to do it about the same length, really. Let's see. Let's see if this is what that is. It's about the same, roughly. So I'm going to use another 2.5, 3 inches and cut it down. And it's about 6 inches long, roughly. Got to leave a minute. It's okay, Miss Martha. You can come back anytime you want. All right, so we're just going to cut this one to match this one. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm just cutting it to basically be the same. I wish I sewed. I don't sew. And let me make this one. So we've got 2 pieces that are roughly like this. This is about 6 inches long and about 2.5 to 3 inches wide. And the other 2 are about 2 or 2.5 inches wide. And it is about the same thing, about 6 inches long. So I'm going to kind of even these up. You want them to look the same, basically. So let me just cut it. Okay, these are going to be the arms. These are going to be the legs. So let's just set that aside, and I'm going to get rid of all of this so I don't have to worry about it. If I need another piece, then we'll do that. Hey, Miss Tina, Miss Peggy, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. So we're going to take this, and I'm going to go ahead and do the feet first because we've got these out and we've put these on here. So I'm going to take this and we're just going to kind of put this, wrap it around here, and that'll be just enough for the feet, okay? So we want to get it close to the edge unless you want to make yours a little bit wider. So I'm going to take this and put a bead of glue right at the edge of it. And we're going to try to roll this just slightly over it, so it'll make kind of a roll. Hey, Shalom, how are you? All right, so see, you've got a tube here when you're done, if you do it the right way, which I'm not good, okay? This is about as good as I get. We're going to do a roll, so we're going to do another roll the same way, just putting a little bit of glue all the way down, just one side all the way down, the long part. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're rolling this one onto this one so it's a tube. You don't want to do it too much in case you don't go exactly the right way, because it'll go together and glue. Hey, Susan, thank you for coming on. Thank you for sprinkling. So we've got 2 tubes, okay? There's one. Here's another. Okay, these are the legs. But the leg itself is a little bit down in there, and you're going to want it to do this. We're going to just make it go like this, okay? So it looks like pants. So once we get it in here, and we may use a little bit of fluff, and I don't have any in here, but if we need to, we can do that to make it hold into the hole better. But I thought maybe the material would be enough, so we're just going to see. So I'm going to set these aside, and we're going to work on the arms. So we're going to do the same thing. Hey, Stacy Davis. Thank you for coming on. So I'm going to take this, and we're going to go right to the edge of this piece, and we're going to roll this one, but be careful because it's a little bit smaller. And just barely tap it a little bit because it acts like it wants to glue all the way through. So be careful. And don't burn yourself. You may want to make yours a little bit bigger. But it's okay. We're doing it. Let's make sure that we have a hole. All right. And we do. And we're going to do the same thing to this piece. What happened to Miss Rose's son-in-law? Something happened? I'm sorry. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Virginia. Okay, so we've got another 2 tubes. This one's not as good, but it's okay. So we'll make sure that the good side is down here towards the end. So what I'm going to do, we're going to take this and put it on here. If you need to, you can use some more glue. All right, let's see. Come on, little booger. All right, so I'm just sliding these on. We want it all the way where it's kind of going over the edge, and I want this part to be on the underside, so let me twist it a little bit. Can't believe I'm doing this. Oh no, he has prostate cancer. Hopefully they can remove his prostate and he'll be okay. Well, you have to push this together like this so it looks like an arm. And if I had the ball right here on the end like I should. Hey, Miss Regina, pretty good day. Let me see if I can get the ball and put on here, because that's going to be a mess. Let's see if I can bend that up. We're going to bend it up for a second. We'll put the ball on in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. And then just pinch this up just like I did the other one. It has that piece outside of it. It's so funny looking. Miss Regina said her husband had that. A lot of men have that. So hopefully they can get rid of it. I'll be saying a prayer, Miss Rose. All right, so here's the arms, okay? They kind of look like sleeves that have been kind of pushed up like this, okay? So right now they look kind of funny because I haven't put the ball on there. So we're just going to leave it like it is. They're going to try chemo first. Maybe they think they can get it with just chemo. I don't know. All right, I'm going to pour some of this in here. We want some place for the legs to go, okay? So you're going to fill it in. It's coming out the hole, but it's not supposed to be doing that. Get in there. I leaned it over. Hey, Miss Ruth. Anything, please post. Yeah, if you make anything, please post on Hummingbird Crafters. I'd appreciate that. Miss Pat's right. Hey, Ann Went. Thank you for coming on. So here it is so far, and where my fingers are is where the legs are going to go. It's okay, Miss Ruth. It's all right. We're just kind of halfway through it, so it's all right. You can come on at any time or watch replay if you need to. You can hashtag replay if the live button is not up here, but of course right now I am live. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. All right, so let me get this. Let me see how this is going to be. You're going to push it way down, and you may want to get some glue gel as well for the sides. Let me see here. I keep taking the whole thing off, and I don't mean to. We're going to put a little bit of glue gel right here and a little bit of glue gel right here, and then we're going to mostly put, hey, Manny. How are you doing? Did everybody look at Manny last night with his hair? Dude, you made me laugh so hard. We're going to put this right here. And then we're going to put this ball on here. And we're going to hold it, okay? Because we want it to be closer. Manny came on as his page, and now he's on as Manny. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. So we're holding it down, okay? Just for a little bit. We want to make sure that we're pushing it on the arms a little bit. We will put balls on the end of the hands to make little hands. But I want to put this on first. All right. And it did pretty good. If you need to, you can go back and put some glue in there. Hey, Rosa. Yeah, we hope everything works out. That's for sure. So I'm putting a little bit more on here. Now we got to see where the legs are going to go. And they're going to go right here, okay? So we're going to, let me see if this will work, okay? We're going to stick one leg in here. And it's okay if it pushes all the material down because I want it to look like it's pants. So we want it to be that way. Let me see if I've got the wrong leg in the wrong hole. So make sure that you got your feet going the right way, okay? Just like this. For sure, having a rough time of it. Oh, I know. I bet he is. All right, so we're just going to poke this in here. And we want it to gather because we want it to look like pants. And it does look cuter with the material. What kind of ball is that? It is a paper mache ball that I painted cream, well, not cream color, but peachy color like skin. Thank you for that, Miss Jenny. All right, so we're going to do the same thing over here. It kind of works, y'all. Let's see. And I've got the rocks in there. We just want to make sure that we poke this inside the hole. Where did you get the large ball? From Hobby Lobby in the paper mache section. Or you can get an ornament that's paper mache in the Christmas section if they have it out yet. That's what I got one of these last year. So let me see here. Get down just a smidge. All right. This is so cute. Okay. So we want to reinforce it a little bit with glue. So we're going to put a little glue in here. We're going to open it up just a tad and we're going to put some glue on this side and under here. And then I'm going to show you. You just want it right at the opening and then just have the material kind of go where the glue is. This is so funny. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jason, for those stars. Let me get some glue on this side and glue up underneath here. Just a tad. Let's see. There. Okay. Now we want our feet however we want them, so you can just kind of do that before the glue dries. This is so funny. He does look like Humpty Dumpty a little. Thank you, Maria, for those stars. Okay. Now let me get some glue right here because it's kind of coming apart. You just want it on the material here, so let me get this to poke it down a little bit. This is so funny. All right, here it is. We haven't put his beard on yet, but look. Isn't it funny? You got a stars party? Oh, okay. Well, good. Look at him. He looks like, woo! But he's going to sit down. See how he looks sitting down? Where did you get the legs and shoes? The shoes I made, okay? I went out in the garage and I made the shoes. Thank you for those stars. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. We're going to put balls where the hands are, and that way it'll keep the material back as well. And then we're going to put, you know, his hat on. So we're going to put the black, because this way I'll have another black for something else later on. Ooh, who sent the 500? Golly, thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Margaret. And thank you, Diane. That's sweet of y'all. Golly, y'all. All right, so we've got our beard right here, like this. And we are going to put this on. Now, I'm going to cut this a little bit. I know that Justin said don't cut it, but we're going to do it just a tad right here on the corner because it doesn't look right. There we go. That's better. Okay? Because it kind of stuck out. Hey, Miss Connie. Thank you for the hearts, Miss Teresa. Thank you so much. All right, so we need to find out which way we're going to go. So we're going to do it this way. The beard. He's got a big beard. I don't think he'll be covered up too much. Let me see if I can get my little knife thing. Let's see if we can cut it a little bit. We don't want it too much. See if we do this one. Hold on. Well, then he looks all orange. Thank you for the star party. Y'all are so sweet. This is so funny looking to me. Let me see if I can cut this. Justin said to make sure that we cut just on the back of it. And I'm going to take some of this off. I'm wasting a lot of it, but that's okay. This actually, I think, came from Pop Shelf. It either was Pop Shelf or on clearance at Michael's. I can't remember, but they had some for $1 at Pop Shelf that I bought the other day. And I was going to post it. I don't know if I've done that yet. Oh, come on. I've been using this a lot, so it probably is kind of a mess, but here we go. We got a little bit smaller, okay? So we're going to put it right here. It's still kind of big. Let me try to cut it some more. Golly. Let me see. You don't want it to cover up the whole pumpkin. You want to be able to see the pumpkin. So let me fix this. All right, now it's a little better maybe. Hey, Miss Janet, how are you? All right, so let's see. All right. Yeah, that's a little bit better so you can see that it's a pumpkin, okay? So let's get the hat. And I'm just going to take part of this off right here because I think it's going to be too big, and we're just going to put it this way. I love this. This is so funny. Okay, first it's going to look like this. Okay, and then we're going to make it to where it's going to be covered with this. We also want to make just a slit right here. Justin said make a slit where the nose is going to be. So I'm listening to the good guy who knows all that stuff. So we're going to put it right up underneath here. So I'm going to pull this up just a little bit, and we're just going to take some glue. Hey, Lana, how are you doing? Now, he uses a lot more than I do, okay? I don't fold it and all of that because I just put it right about here. And I'm going to turn it around so y'all can see it. I just want to glue it real good. And then we're going to put this hat on over it. This is so funny. Okay. He's got a pretty big nose for a little gnome. So let me glue it. Ooh, I'm almost out of glue. What to do? Yes, Justin is the gnome guru. You are right. He knows about these gnomes. He's been doing this for too long. All right, so I'm just going to take this and we're going to go right about in here. And then, see, because we might see a little bit of the head. So that's pretty good that we painted it, okay? This is so cute. All right. So here's our little gnome person. Let me make sure that I get it right there. We don't want it to really be looking funny right there on the edge. So I'm going to glue it a little bit to the top of his nose. But roughly that's what he looks like. And there's his little feet. Isn't he cute? He's too cute, really. Let me make sure that I glue it right here. We just want to make sure. Just a little bit on each side. That way it doesn't come off of there. And then I want to take some of the, we want it over the beard as well. So I'm just going to take a little smidge right here. And we're going to do it right there and right here. So you don't see the edge of the beard. You want to make sure that it's glued down. Goodness, this is cute. And you could put something in here, but I kind of like him like that. It's okay to show some of the face because we did paint it. I just want it on there enough, though. If I need to, we'll do it. But here he is. Let me get 2 little balls and see if we can't do something with the hands. We're not going to hold anything. He could hold a pumpkin or a cat or a frog or something like that. I've got different balls here. These don't have any holes in them, so it would be difficult for him to hold anything. So what I'm going to do is just glue this right on the end of that plastic piece. And then we'll kind of put the material around it a little bit. Let's see what we can do. His hands are as big as his nose. It's so cute. Love the feet. Let's see here. All right, so let me get the other one. I gotta make sure I got the same size. Is that the same size? Kind of looks a little bigger. Thank you. I'm so glad it turned out okay. You don't ever know what this stuff is gonna be like. But this holds the material back. You love him, Rose? So let's hold here. But that plastic piece is what makes it move around. Isn't he cute, Miss Norma? I think he's cute too. Oh my goodness, look at him with the hands. But I gotta do something. Let's see. His hands are kind of too far out. There we go. Oh my goodness, I love his feet. His feet are so cute. He's just sitting there having a good time. Now this one's wanting to come off. Well, I don't guess it is. It's just moving a little bit. You can move it around. I had glued his britches to the pumpkin a little bit. Hey, Kathy. Thank you, Miss Margaret. But isn't he cute? He turned out really cute. And we need some blush for his nose. I'm going to use brown instead of using that real pink. Just because we have pumpkin colors and stuff. So I'm just going to do it like this. And do his hands too. Get him some little color on there. But I don't want to paint them. I just want to do it with the blush a little bit. But it just gives him some color. Let's see. He looks like he has a booger on his nose. It's just those little glue strings on there. He just kind of has a dirty nose. Look at there. But I like him. And you could put a little dot on his nose like he has a wart or something. You like it, Miss Pat? Thank you for that. I think he turned out really cute. I think it's better with the brown, and it's got black also in his beard. You need to cut some feet out. Yes, you need to make one, Miss Rose. So definitely. So I really like him. I think he's really cute. He turned out really good. Thank you, Miss Virginia. Thank you for the hearts and the stars and everything else, y'all. Y'all are so great. I appreciate you. I'll take pictures of him and post him tomorrow. He looks really cute. I'll be back on Friday, and I don't know what I want to do. I've got several projects on here. Hey, Nancy Star. So we'll do one of the things that I'm going to do. We're either going to make a wreath, or we're going to do the fluffy gnome that's standing. So I don't know which one I want to do. Thank you, Miss Connie. Thank you, Miss Maureen. Don't forget to post it. I won't forget to post it. Thank you for the hearts, Miss Terry. Now, I did make this, okay? I saw something similar on, hey, Esther. Hey, Patty. Thank you for saying that. Did you try out your new salt? No, I haven't yet. Isn't that terrible? You need to try and make one. You do. He turned out adorable. Thank you so much. This is one of those Dollar Tree trees like this. Okay, only I've got it upside down. And I took it and I cut it off. I cut part of it off and did it flat so I could put it on top of something and make a decoration. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, but I wanted to show y'all. I put some ribbon in between and it makes it look really cute. You could put little balls on it too if you wanted to, little black balls or orange balls if you had some. Or you could put little wood balls that are like little glass ones. So this is just an idea. I just saw this either on Pinterest or I saw it on TikTok. So if you're not following on TikTok, please do. I'm trying to get more followers over there as well as YouTube. All of my videos are being transferred over to YouTube as well, so you may find it easier to find the things. At least I think all of my videos, but maybe a few of them have been transferred over. And now I'm doing the ones that I'm doing now. Hey, Darlene. So y'all can do this for sure. And I just cut it. I did not leave it the way it was because it was really out here. But this is just really cute if you want to do something with some fabric or ribbon and then just put it together. Says that you have time. Oh, you have... Yeah. Yes, it's the same name, Miss Margaret. Just Hummingbird Paintery. It sure is. On both of them. On YouTube, it's Hummingbird Paintery and Hummingbird Paintery on TikTok. So definitely follow me on both of them. I'm going to try to do some more just like talking and stuff like that on TikTok about going through menopause and stuff because some of the things are just interesting and you need to tell people. Thank you, Margaret, for doing that. You'll see me on there, I'm sure. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for coming here. Thank you for the stars. Y'all are the bomb. And thank you for the hearts and everything. And I hope to see you Friday after work. I will be here at 6 o'clock to do another live. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the little gnome. And y'all have a good evening. Thank you for the hearts. Good night, everybody.